The next type of interspecific interaction, again in the positive grouping, is mutualism. Now, the other name for mutualism is symbiosis, and pay attention, this mutualism is not facultative as was in the case of proto-cooperation. So, this is full and fledged mutualism. Here both the organisms are going to be dependent on each other in a positive way, but their survival individually will not be possible. Now, pay attention what it is about. Supposedly we have organism number 1 and organism number 2, both are benefited, okay, but they cannot survive independently. Now, supposedly this organism is gone, 1 is gone. So, 2 cannot survive, it is going to die, okay, and if 2 is gone, 1 is not going to survive, it is going to die. So, they have an extreme dependence on each other for carrying out their life processes, and in a way that makes the bond stronger. They are symbiotic organisms and they cannot survive if one of the symbiont is gone, okay. So, the first example that we have is of lichens. What is a lichen? Lichen has a phycobiont and a mycobiont. That means there is an algae and there is a fungus. So, both of these, algae gives the algae performs the photosynthetic part, while fungus gives it the area or the protection. So, both of these are dependent. Fungus cannot survive on its own without a producer, and algae cannot survive without fungus giving its protection. Now, the second example of this is mycorrhiza. As we had discussed, myco means fungi, rhiza means root. So, here one is the fungi and other one is plant. As fungi has lots and lots of haustoria, I'm sorry, it's not haustoria, they have hyphae. As fungi have lots and lots of hyphae, they increase the surface area and they increase the nutritional value for the plant. Apart from this, we have legumes, okay. So, inside the legumes, we have rhizobium, that is nitrogen fixing bacteria, and we have plant. Again, both are benefited, okay. Rhizobium is not a complete example of mutualism, clear cut example, but you can make it out that certain plants, they cannot survive if this organism is not there. As in the case of mycorrhiza, fungi, we have the example of Pinus. Now, Pinus cannot germinate or it cannot reproduce until and unless it has mycorrhiza. So, you see the importance of the organism, of one organism in this interspecific relationship. The third one is of termites. Now, what does termite do? It feeds on wood. But interestingly, this termite does not have enzymes for digestion of wood. So, how it is going to digest the very food it survives on? If it is not able to digest it, why does it eat it? So, these termites, they are in symbiotic relationship with certain flagellates which are present inside their gut, and these flagellates are responsible for digestion of wood. Alright, so these are again the example. This also shows how interdependent they are on each other and how the longevity of the organism is dependent on its symbiont. And the last one is the ruminating animals in the gut of ruminants. What happens in the gut of ruminants? That there are cellulase, there are certain microbes which are present inside the gut of animals, ruminating animals. Now, these microbes, they have cellulase digesting enzymes. Same is the example of E. coli. It is present in our intestine, it is present in our gut, it is responsible for digesting certain compounds that our body takes up, and in return, what does E. coli get? It gets food. So, there is mutual exchange. I scratch your back, you scratch my back, but if you are not there, then I cannot survive. This is what mutualism is all about. Give me a benefit, take a benefit from me. And if one of the benefit giver is gone, then the other one cannot survive. So, this is all about mutualism or symbiosis that we have to study. We have ample examples about it. The only point that you have to pay attention towards is that these specific interactions, interspecific interaction leads to the survival of both the organisms. If the interaction is gone, both the organisms cannot survive, which is totally opposite to as seen in the proto-cooperation case, where both the organisms, though they are benefited by each other, but they can survive independently as well. So, this is all about mutualism.